The running mate for the NDC, Prof Naana Jane Opoku Agyemang, and some notable members of the NDC paid a welcome visit to civil society organizations to familiarize herself with their activities. She charged various CSOs in Ghana to be active in speaking up against acts by political figures that have the potential of compromising the peace of the country ahead of the upcoming elections. She spoke at the Institute for Democratic Governance, IDEC.
How did we get here that somebody should die because they are going to register? How did we get here that registration should be manned by police and military and people who you don't even know how they ended up in all these institutions? So how do you grow the institutions when these things are happening? And what are the CSOs doing? What are they saying? Oh, and not only you, religious, so many bodies that sometimes are very vocal. And I think they should be, because that is their job. But you see, when they choose to be silent at some time and not, there will not be peace. Because then people will choose the voices to listen to. We shouldn't get to that level. That will create an environment of non-peace. It will not help any of us.
Upon a visit to the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana, COPEC, its Executive Secretary Duncan Amwa appealed to the NDC to consider policies aimed at reforming the energy sector to address issues of fuel adulteration and smuggling, which, according to them, serve as a major challenge to their operations.
Issues of adulteration is also of importance to us. And then again, we've had to complain severally where the state leaves a chunk of our revenues to go into private pockets. I'm talking of fuel smuggling. A larger chunk of the revenue that the state could have recouped for its developmental project ends up in private pockets. Then we are told to pay taxes. And so we often ask, if you need 100 million and 200 million is going into private pockets, if you did target the 200 million, you wouldn't need to even tax the trotro driver any further. There's been efforts, but as we speak, it's still ongoing.
He advised the NDC to also consider redesigning road markings in the country in favor of motor riders as part of its plans to legalize the Okada business.
We buy into the Okada bit. In fact, they also come to us. It is refreshing to know that they agree if you legislate or legalize for them, they will be relatively safer on our roads. So myself and the technical boss and a few members were thinking. And one of the things that we had wanted to suggest, if you will take it into consideration, is to at least redesign the road so that the middle line, the median, the white marking, if the engineers did the calculations left and right, then you could leave them even an inch in between. The cars could be here, the bikes could have, two white markings, and they can operate or walk in safely without they getting into a car or a car getting into them.
In an interaction with the Media Foundation for West Africa, the NDC assured to reactivate the activities of all media houses that have been shut down by the current government.
What we are undertaking to do as the next government, come January 2021, is to grant amnesty to all, unconditional amnesty to all radio stations that have been closed down.
The former Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection, Naana Opoku-Agyemang, indicated that the NDC manifesto aims at introducing a media development fund to cushion journalists and media houses against the severe impact of COVID-19.
And we recognize that with COVID, there are several challenges for journalists. And so we are creating a media development fund to support journalists and media organizations as a post-COVID-19 relief package.
The team also interacted with workers of the Star Ghana Foundation and the Amnesty International.